Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV's Endwalker. So, this will be the intro that I'm using for it for a while, guys, just because I'm probably going to be playing this straight and probably won't have time to do intros and outros. So, I hope everybody here enjoys, and thank you for watching this, and let's go ahead and start it right up. Alright, welcome back everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy. We ended last episode, unfortunately, losing Eorzeans and Yustola to the Ia. But they fortunately opened up the pathway, and we are now here at the next stage. We are here with Graha, and the twins ran off to go check the outer edges of this area. The only thing I'm worried about is who's going to go next. I'm assuming they're going to keep Alize and Alphinaud towards further into the end, while we will probably lose Graha. The only reason I have this philosophy and this idea is because the twins are very essential to the game itself. They are our closest friends. On the other hand, they may decide to off one of the twins. I can't guarantee it, but I could see both of them going at the same time. Dominance weapon deployment complete. Vanguard armament upgrade complete. Munition level satisfactory. Combat readiness assessment nominal. Awaiting instructions from Sir. Maintaining site combat readiness. Alrighty, I like that one. That one's fun. Idiots. Measuring combat capability. Result negligible. Subject falls outside targeting parameters. Greetings, Diver. We are the Omnicrons, and our objective is self-enhancement. In order to achieve this, we venture forth in conquest to acquire combat data and resources. Recently, we succeeded in subjugating the homeworld of the beings whose strength was said to be without parallel, the dragons. Yet, though the endeavor yielded a wealth of combat data, the star was rendered barren and unable to yield resources. A subsequent costing determined that losses incurred exceeded the gains. Then why did you do it then, you stupid idiot? Greetings, traveler. When venturing outside the outpost, beware malfunctioning units. They do not heed Sir's commands and indiscriminately attack all non-Omnicrons. For the avoidance of confusion, be advised that Sir is the alias of Stigma 1. Sir issues instructions to our forces foremost 6 strategy matrices that bear the designation Stigma. Again, as I sat there and thought, so this is Omega's, I guess, people you can say in a way, but more the group. You learned a few things, so did I. Here we share our findings. However, I believe it's best to step outside the outpost. Come with me. Oh, there you are. We finished surveying the area. This will come as no surprise, but there is no way forward. There were portals like the one we used to get here, but those that worked only sent us to isolated isles. And as before, we must locate the embodiment of the motion that bars the way. What of yourselves? Did you find anyone to speak with? Found a bunch of creepy-ass robots. So the Hunters seem to advance themselves through conquest. Following their victories over the dragons, they stand ready for the next campaign, but their leader has yet to issue new commands, and so they wait. In such a place, who could it be that fits Eorzeans' description? A soul whose yearning for oblivion surpasses all others. Eorzeans said this? During our investigation, before we joined you, Elegia, so that's the way of it. Why couldn't he just say it to all of us? Given what we know of this place, certainly a curious state of affairs. While the dragons in the Ia longed for death, the Omnicrons longed for conflict as much as they lead to destruction. It must be considered a distinct desire. In order to find the source of the dominant emotion, I believe we should seek out their leader, this Sir. According to M032, the first Omnicron with whom we spoke, there is a console by which we might communicate with it. M032 also added it would be a pointless exercise, but in itself, I believe it is worth investigating. What say you? As currently Omnicrom's single-minded character, the lack of new orders does seem unusual. I agree that we should seek out their leader. Pointless access. What does that mean, I wonder? So the consoles we seek lies on the far side of this isle. Given the nature of the ground, the route may not be entirely direct as it seems. Let us all watch our steps as we make our way. I feel like running over and grabbing that thing. Can I get over there? Alright guys, wait 1 second. Before we go there and talk to that, I gotta, yeah. I actually want to grab one of these things just so I have at least I have it started. So the fact that there is these things sitting around here, these ether currents, kind of revolves around the fact we're probably going to come back here at some point and go deal with some stuff. So, obviously with that logic being heated and known to the mind, obviously I don't die. You go over there. I know ether current. No. Hold. Oh my god, there's a lot here. Why? 2 easy spots too? That's weird. How many are here? Same as always. Damn. The globe, it's still operational, but are we to interact with? How are we to interact with it? Turning, sir, can you hear me? Say something. You can awaken. Activate password. Well, I tried. You're saying the word password again, Aliza. You didn't work last time. It sure as hell going to work this time. This appears to be the console, but it seems unresponsive. Would you care to take a look at it? Sure. He tries touching, smacking, and tuning with the console, but there is no response. No luck, I see. There must be a way to activate it. There must.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
As am I. Operating such consoles is trying enough. But if we can't even activate it...
Perhaps there is a way. First, consider the world that has been recreated here. Its inhabitants were machines who gathered combat data to enhance themselves. And among the many wars they waged, the most notable was that against the dragons. As you've doubtless surmised, I believe this was the homeworld of Omega. Sid built a jamming device to defeat it, a device which generated massive bursts of lightning, its sole weakness.
That's all well and good, but what does that... Wait. You're not thinking to strike the console with lightning, are you?
As a matter of fact, I am. Ask yourselves this. Why would an entity as puissant as Omega not be designed to suppress the effects of lightning?
Because it relies upon it, or something akin to it, as a source of energy.
My thoughts exactly. And there is a good chance the same is true of the Omicrons and their devices. So, shall I cast caution to the wind and try something reckless and dramatic?
Have at it. I'm not sure this is a good idea, or I could use my custom Mega Hammer. I say have at it.
Very well. Here I go.
That works.
It worked!
Oh no, the eye's up.
Opening connection to communications module 1. Connection established. Transmission. Strategic Matrix Signal 1 now online. As the primary strategic matrix, you may address me as Sir. Checking for new communications. None found. All units, please maintain current state.
Wait! We have questions for you. Of late, no mission orders have been issued. Why not? Has there been some manner of trouble?
Reply. The Extended Operations Unit is yet to determine guidelines for future assignments. All strategies are calculated, devised, and actioned in accordance with said guidelines. In the interim, all citizens are directed to maintain a state of combat readiness. End reply. Awaiting query.
Can you tell us why the Extended Operations Unit hasn't yet determined the guidelines?
Unable to comply. Information unavailable or access restricted.
In that case, is it possible for us to communicate directly with the unit?
Access denied. Unable to establish connection.
Is there anything you can tell us? Have there been any abnormalities, like a threat to the star or widespread unrest?
Reply. Negative. All citizens continue to operate at maximum efficiency. If your operations are suboptimal, please proceed to a maintenance facility for evaluation. Otherwise, stand by at your designated post. End reply. End transmission. Closing connection.
I could activate it again, but I doubt it would be productive. What do you think?
If all the Omicrons really were running as efficiently as it claimed, then I doubt they were hoping for life here to end. As this Sir told us, there just haven't been any new instructions, and everyone is standing by.
Should be standing by at any rate. If there are those that are neglecting their duties, perhaps we can glean a clue from them. I propose we take another look around, and also try to find the operations unit.
Ugh. I remember when we set Omega loose to deal with Shinru. An elegant weapon we once thought, and here we are now visiting a recreation of its homeworld. I can only imagine how these beings will surprise us. So yeah, they tried to kill me. Though I never encountered Omega myself, conceiving the means to the Crystal Tower to the first, we borrowed much from its master of the Rift. Indeed, so many times I read the report of your battle, I believe I could recite it word for word. Omega's miniature likeness to also survive to the future. If a little worse for wear, I must confess, I was glad to see it again in the present. Oh, an alpha! Let us focus our search of the outpost. Alize and I will try speaking with Omicrons this time, in hopes we might learn something new. Meanwhile, perhaps you and Graha could observe them from a distance. These beings are systematic and routine by nature. If there are any that aren't, it shouldn't be difficult to spot them. If there are no questions, then let's begin at once. Okay, this way I believe I spy a promising vantage point. Follow me. I also apologize if I sound tired. Very early in the morning. Brain dying. To an extent. Oh, my brain wants to shut down. I want to sleep for another hour, but if I play this, I'll wake up faster. No! Free! Run away! Free! Run! Run! I hate these things. Bad. Bad. Bad Delta. Bad. Ah! Bad. I'm outside your targeting parameters, aren't I? That's what I thought, bitch ass. And here we are. I see the twins are wasting no time in their inquiries. Let us begin observing the Omicrons. They're supposed to be standing by, so we should look for any that aren't. Search base. Oh yes, I'm going to use the telescope of the Almighty Lord God, and then I run around doing stuff. That one doesn't count. I see one. The Omicron wanders about ceaselessly as if it's lacking a clear objective. And on her wandering aimlessly where? He's going wee. Aha, I see it. It's at the base, let's follow it. I still want to know who we're gonna lose next. Oh, this part's gonna suck. Like, Thancred went out like I would assume Thancred would go out, which is swinging his sword and not backing down. Stynian kind of came in clutch with the way he acted, but that's because he figured it out before everybody. Oranje and Stola, dude. Crazy. It's not here, but definitely came this way. Must have used the portal. Time to go and see what we find. Okay, let's go use the portal. Summoning, travel through the portal and go around all around the island, of course. Ooh. I'm just gonna go this way. Those things have wheels and they go vroom, vroom, vroom. Look, it's M017. What up, brother? Nice thingy. What is your query? Ah, you found it. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm looking at the tree. Quite an unusual specimen. What is the device attached to it? The tree is a sample collected from another star. As it cannot survive in our environment, however, it requires life support. That is the function of the device. To go to such lengths to sustain it, is there something special about this tree? Being foreign matter, protocol requires that we study it. As this task has been completed, the specimen may be discarded. However, when I behold the tree, I am made to feel as though there is a problem. In order to become strong, we have continued to enhance ourselves like we did countless others. We conquered the star once this tree came. It's the last remnant of a dead world, and there is nothing towards which it may aspire. Yet it grows, extends its branches, sprouts leaves, produces seeds. Why does it seek to continue? Why was it made to behave in such a way, and to what end? I do not understand. Oh, they're trying to figure out why the life keeps continuing even though it's suffering. I see. Out of curiosity, does this pertain to your duty? No, it does not. My apologies. Just to return to my designated post and assume a state of combat readiness. So it's acting outside of orders. Perhaps it's simply malfunctioning Omicron. These are by no means uncommon, but it may also be unit possess the ability to make decisions, one not unlike Sir. I believe this bears further investigation. To endeavor to live, even if we must depend on forces beyond our control. Tell me, one day when this adventure becomes a part of your epic, do you think I will be mentioned in it? Of course, why wouldn't you be? Maybe in a footnote? You're not here so you can be in a story. Of course. You truly think so? That would be a Nah, I shouldn't say such things till the moment comes to pass. Never mind the embarrassment. Well, we better best get on with our task. Tracking down Sir and understanding the nature of emotion which brought us our way. Ooh, free money. That's one traveling expense. Very good, very good. We shall turn to our post for now. The others will wish to hear about the errant Omicron. On the other hand, I just keep thinking, it's just like, I don't think they'd let the twins pass that soon. But they might think Roja would be a better person to go along further with than they are. Possibility. It's so hard to tell, dude. I don't know where the story's gonna go with this. You have so many avenues that I can sit there and think of, and it's hard to just guarantee what I think. I've given this short of it if you would care to provide the full account. Appears to have made a promising discovery. Graha says you found a suspicious Omicron. That's good, because the units here were of no help. They all had the same thing to say about the extended operations unit, that there was no way to arrange a direct meeting. So that served to prove that it was business as usual at the outpost. But enough about us. Tell me you learned something useful. An Omicron trying to make sense of the meaning of life. None of the others were even a fraction as philosophical. This unit may be well in a position of leadership, perhaps even one of those that comprise Sir. As we know, the Omicron invaded other stars to enhance themselves using spoils of conquest. Technology at their disposal, they should be able to alter their bodies, be it in part or in whole. Setting aside the question of motive, if Sir, for example, wished to have an ordinary Omicron's body, I see no reason as to why it would not be possible. Problem is to go about certain if that's what happened. When I attempted to probe further, it promptly ended the conversation. If it is indeed so, I doubt it would willingly reveal its true identity. I have an idea. Oh, this is dangerous. We use lightning on the console again, but we make it stronger. Much stronger. At that moment, should the unit exhibit a reaction that could suggest it has a connection to Sir, an inspired idea, I dare say it is worth a try. I had a feeling you would be on board. This time you must allow me to do the honors. I will stand guard in case your incantation draws sentries to the scene. For my part, then, I will approach our suspect and divert its attention, during which time I want you to observe it closely for an animal's behavior. I should mention shortly before you returned, an Omicron appeared from the same direction. Rather than entering the outpost, however, it headed off towards the console. At first, I assumed it was a unit on patrol, but perhaps it can only be an errant Omicron. We must seek it out and begin our operation at once. Alright, Alphino and I will stand by at the console. When it's time, I'll unleash a veritable storm. This will work, I'm sure of. After all, our comrades are watching over us. Come, my friend, let us find this doubt-plagued Omicron. They make him, like, run like my character runs when I use Peloton. That makes me wonder if that's what they're... I wonder if that's why his movement appears so fast. At least it appears that way. I'm probably entirely wrong on that aspect. But... I gotta go near this thing again. It's gonna attack me and hit me. Ow. Ow. Don't hit me. I want to live. Let me live. Let me live. No. I'm out of your range. Oh god, no, I ain't. Beard. Bear Delta. Beard. Quit. Go back. Good boy. It's you again. What is your query? You are the one that was observing the tree, are you not? Full glad I might have found you again. My question for you. You see, about the device which sustains the tree. Pride does not necessitate the disclosure of restricted information very well. Rise begins striking off soon. Azay will strike that console with lightning. Observe. From mouse player after Azay's cast her spell, you must move the camera as well as zoom in and out target area. Confirm. Wait, what? I'm standing right here. Here I go. Anomaly. Anomaly. Its head's going bzzz. It's an anomaly and a half. An anomaly, you say? Performing diagnostic error confirmed. My connection central command is suffering from intermittent failures. I must leave once and present myself to maintenance at the nearest facility. You will excuse me. Nope. What you need, my friend, isn't maintenance. It's to confront the truth. While we spoke, our comrade struck the console used to communicate with Sir. That is the cause of your anomaly. You were connected to Sir, aren't you? Affirmative. To what end you sought to assert this fact, I do not know, but before we speak further, we must move away from the other units. I do not wish for them to know my true identity. Very well, our friends are at the console. Let's head there. Oh. It's just the fact that Ted went bring. If not as amiss with the other Onyx, I dare to hope we have found that which prevents our advance. Little Joel works wonders, doesn't it? All that's left is to have this honor divulge the truth to us. This unit struggles to understand why the tree continues to grow despite being destined to die. Let us shed light on its doubts. That way we can shine the way forward. I wonder which one's gonna go. Probably Graha.
As you have surmised, I am part of the shared intelligence of Stigma 1. It was my charge to determine the optimal path to achieving our prime function. His body had been abandoned by its former owner and lay unused. I took it and abandoned my own, and with it, my duty.
May we ask why you did this? From what we gather, it seems to be a personal matter.
Our kind did not always work as we do now. Long ago, we possessed frail and feeble bodies. Beleaguered by stronger races, our ancestors took to augmenting their flesh in order to defend themselves. What began with limited parts eventually spread to the whole body, and at last, a means was discovered to convert the mind into data, rendering even the brain obsolete. Such complete mechanical beings were called the Omicrons, and by their might, we came to reign supreme over the star. But even then, we did not feel secure. For we knew that the universe was home to civilizations aside from our own. Civilizations that may be stronger still than us. Rather than risk becoming the subjugated, we chose to become the subjugator. We began our conquest of the stars, that we might acquire the resources and knowledge we needed to reign supreme. We were successful in that endeavor. So powerful did we become, we could lay low even the mighty dragons. But then something unexpected happened. I began experiencing an error. I could no longer determine an optimal path.
You were malfunctioning.
I performed numerous full system scans, each time finding no issues. Yet the error persisted. It was then that I speculated. What could happen if we grew so powerful as to have no equal? To become stronger was essential to our existence. Our every action has been in service to this objective. But if nothing lies beyond this, can it be truly said that it was essential? Have we been engaging only in wanton destruction?
You could find no threat to justify your purpose.
The Omicrons will never leave this star. They will stand by until their reserves of energy are spent. For I have no path to offer them. None.
It is not our place to pass judgment on the deeds of the Omicrons. But surely, this does not have to spell the end of your people. With your power and knowledge, the possibilities are endless. Why not seek out a new purpose?
That is impossible. In the beginning, we had a higher purpose than our pursuit of power. But we lost sight of it when we so irrevocably altered our fundamental forms. When we cast aside our flesh, so too did we cast aside all that defined us. Nothing remains of who we once were. I have no aspirations. No longer can I dream. The vital spark is lost. Lost amidst circuitry and code and commands.
I believe I know how to overcome this despair. The words are ready in my mind, but ere I speak them, I want you to make me a promise. Be it across time or space, our promises have always connected us. And so I ask that you indulge me once more, that this won't be the end.
You say it, I'll do it. I can't, not again. You say it, I'll do it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't hold back. First, I want to visit Ishgard with you. Properly. We scarcely had time to look around last time. I should like it very much if you could show me the sights. Next, you must regale me with your greatest adventures, in the places where you lived them, if possible. I may have read about all your deeds, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. And last but not least, a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. We'll travel the lands, cross the seas, and take to the skies upon the eternal wind, and it will be marvelous. It will. If you would humor me a moment. When we awaken each morning, how can we prove that we're the same individual who retired the night before? Through the remembrance of past events, we might say. We have our memories, yet there are times when we forget or recall incorrectly. What of our bodies, then? It is the same one, we might say, yet technically speaking, as living beings, our bodies are constantly changing. It will never be as it was at an earlier point in time. Our souls are no more immutable. On our star, people are known to inherit the souls of others, yet they are decidedly different beings. For my part, I've subjected my totality to much and more. I've made my body into an extension of a tower, blended my soul and memories with those of another self. And each time I would ask myself, what is it that makes me, me?
Are you able to determine an answer?
No. But that doesn't mean I'm confused. It simply means I'm the same as everyone else. So I posit this. Who we were need not prescribe what we now hold in our hearts. Whatever came before, what matters most is the present. For me, that is being here with my friends, full proud of how much we've grown together. So I urge you to not give up. Heed your heart's desire and hope that the future you long for shall be realized.
I cannot. We cannot. We cannot understand desire, nor comprehend hope. We do not know how to create such things.
We are not unlike, you and I. I too have struggled to find the courage to express and embrace my wants. If you like, I will tell you a tale. A tale of a world on the brink. Of a people who never gave up on the future. Of a man who realized his grandest dreams and then awakened to a grander reality.
God damn it.
You idiot! Just once, stay with us to the end.
A crystalline path. He has paved it for us. They all leave so easily as if it's nothing. How do they think we feel? The next time we meet, I'll give him such a flick, and that'll just be the start. Oh god. Fools, all of them. Fools. That crystalline path God has paved it for us. Difficult as it is, we must carry on for our friends and all who await us in faith. So let it come. Let us seek the path's beginning. It appears to be near the outpost. So they ended up getting rid of Graha next. I had a feeling it was going to be him next. I was like, I had a feeling the twins would be the ones that make it to the end. That, or maybe something's gonna happen to one of them, and that's when Graha steps in. But doesn't shock me all that much with him going next. Between everybody in the group, it was him. Well, there's 3 remaining, it was gonna be him. I won't let it break me, don't worry, I have and never will. Alright guys, unfortunately though, with that, we do have to eventually end the episode. I'm going to end it here. We got another part of it done, and I'm going to use next episode as probably seeing what goes on next. It's also going to be an extended episode. The only problem is, if it gets a little bit too long or gets a little bit too crazy, I might have to cut it short. We'll have to see. If there's a dungeon or a trial, I'll have to look at it and make that assessment at that time. Because if it takes like an hour, then I can't do it. I'll have to jump cut it at some point. So, as always, enjoy Past Demon. It gives you guys the outro, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks. Alright, everybody, this is Demon telling you goodbye. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of Endwalker. Again, I probably won't get too lucky and have too many like openings because there's gonna be so many people playing Endwalker. So I'm doing a custom little outro for it this time around. So as I always sit there and say, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks.